Hello. So I am at my place of growing up, I guess, because I wasn't technically born here. I was born in town, in PEI, and it's a wonderful summer's day. It's like 23 degrees and sunny, which is perfect weather. I'm here with Apollo, one of the family dogs, miniature schnauzer, and I thought I would show a little bit about the outside of this place. I'll take some video inside later, so I can show it to people, and people can learn a little bit about where I grew up. So we're here in the front yard now, next to the road that connects the beach and the airport to town, so it's kind of busy. And the neighbors or whatever. Here, let's give you a good view. Don't want to spy on the neighbors too much here. Now the house is like 100 and some years old. I think 1906 was the best estimate we got for when it was raised, although it was built a little bit kind of in pieces before that and bought, and it's a long, complicated story. I think this barn's at least that old. This here actually used to be the really ratty part, but my dad's fixed it up a bit, and the part down there now looks really bad. These are my mom's grapes. Grapes grow in PEI. She transplanted them from over there where they were before because the fence fell down because the grapes got too big. When I was little, this barn here was, that was equipment up there, and this was filled with some chickens and lots of pigs and some cattle and stuff. This is like cows and stuff. But now, since my dad switched over into eggs and stuff, he does free range eggs now. It's pretty much all poultry. And it's not very interesting on the inside, although maybe I'll show you some video of that later. Yeah, this camera doesn't do so good with dynamic zoom. And we've got chickens everywhere now. They're just randomly wandering around our yard. And we've got chicks in here. Take a quick look. And all that sort of stuff everywhere. This is where we used to store the grain. Usually there's some chickens in here, let's see. No. None today. That was the machine we used to crush up the grain. Back when that was what we needed to do. Here's the tractor we've been using lately. John Deere. By lately I mean like the last 5-ish years. That was the first tractor I ever tried to drive equipment on, like equipment behind the tractor and stuff. I almost stripped the gears because I didn't know what I was doing quite yet, but Dad needed to be out and running the actual equipment behind, so someone had to drive it. So anyways, eventually I learned. It was good. Here's behind the barns. Our fields go back a ways. And this is some old farm equipment that's been stored in this little front part, and it's fields back a ways after that. And this is sawmill. Dad put up the building around it. The sawmill itself is really old. But just leaving it out exposed to the elements wasn't really a good idea, so Dad built this building on top of it a little few years ago. Oh, and that's my mom's beehive, I guess. Didn't know that was there. Good to see they're going. I don't know where she got them. I think she captured a wild hive. I think that's where she said she got them. Because I don't think you can import them to PEI right now. So when this used to be the dairy barn, this was built, I think, a bit before I was born. When it used to be the dairy barn, cattle would come out here and go out to the fields to graze, and this was all a big pile of cattle manure. Now it's full of chickens. Chickens, as far as the eye can see. This is where they go in to roost at night, and my dad has this really complicated system of keeping them separated so that they don't pick on each other, because chickens will be really, really mean to each other if you give them half a chance. And so, you know, keeps them separate and keeps them, you know, rotating around the different areas of grazing that they've got for the free range part. Here's one of them. And then in the background there you see a bunch of round hay bales that my dad's produced. When I was little, used to be the little square ones you'd have to put in by hand. And every summer around about now, every night we'd be putting 2 or 3 wagon loads of bales into one of the lofts. So like the lofts up there or up there. And when I was really little, it was me and maybe my sisters on the wagon pushing the bales down because they'd be in piles and stuff, or dragging them over, and then mom or someone would be putting them on the escalator and someone else would be up there. But then eventually I was the one who was putting them on the escalator because I couldn't be in the loft because it was too dusty. Alice, say hi.
Hi.
Oh, we're going now?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I guess the rest will happen later.